Hello children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter number 4, quadratic equations. Before that, in the previous chapter polynomials, we have seen that according to your degree of the polynomial, yes, there are different types of polynomials. What was the degree of a polynomial? It is nothing but the highest power of the variable. Okay, so if the degree of the polynomial is 1, then we say that it is called as a linear polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, it was called as a quadratic polynomial. And if it is 3, it is called as a cubic polynomial. So in this chapter, we are going to deal with, here it is not a polynomial, but it is what? Equation. Okay. So we are going to deal with quadratic equation. You might be knowing that polynomials and equations are two different things. Okay? When polynomials are equated to 0, it becomes equations. Okay? So first, we'll see what is the definition of quadratic equations. So, a quadratic equation in the variable x is an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Okay, that means this is my standard form, or you can say that it is a general form of your quadratic equation. Okay, here if you see that this is an equation in variable x. Okay, and the highest power of x is 2, and hence it is called as an quadratic equation. And again here a not equal to 0, it's an important thing. Why? Because if a is equal to 0, that means this part it will be removed, and I'll be having only, it will be just bx plus c. But bx plus c is of degree 1 and it becomes an linear equation. Okay, so to become an quadratic equation, coefficient of x square should be always non-zero. Is that clear? These are some examples. It is 2x square minus 3x equal to 0, or 1 minus x square plus 2x equal to 0. These are some examples of quadratic equations. Okay. Now, if you go through the first exercise of this chapter, you will see that you have to check whether the given equations are quadratic or not. Okay, that means you have to simplify something. Whatever it will be given to you, you should simplify it and check whether it is an equation with degree 2 or not. Okay. Now see the first question. First question is, here it is x minus 2 the bracket square plus 1 equal to 2x minus 3. Okay. Now simply by seeing here, don't say that it is a quadratic. Okay. You may think that since it is x minus 2 bracket square, so when I expand I will get x square. Yes, you will. But without expanding, you cannot guess whether it is a quadratic or not, because in some problems after your expansion, x square term it may be cancelled. Okay, so always simplify the given equation and only then you come to the conclusion. Okay, so the first question we are with, first is x minus 2 the whole square plus 1, it is equal to 2x minus 3. So make use of your a minus b the whole square identity. So you'll be getting it as x square minus 4x plus 4, this plus 1 as it is, equal to 2x minus 3. Okay. So 4 plus 1 it is 5. So it is x square minus 4x plus 5. You take your right hand side towards your left and you will get the next step. simplify it and see whether what you are getting. You are getting it as x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. So whether this is an equation with degree 2? Yes. And hence what we can say, it is a quadratic equation. Yes, it is very simple. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Next question it is x into x plus 1 plus 8, it is equal to x plus 2 into x minus 2. Okay, again we have to check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. Okay, so simplify it, multiply your x inside the bracket, you'll be getting it as x square plus x, this 8 as it is, equal to, is this of which identity? Is it a plus b into a minus b? Yes. So what is the identity? It is a square minus b square. So I can write it as x square minus 4. Or if you don't remember it, it should be remembered. But suppose in the case if you are not, then you can just simplify it by multiplying x into x minus 2 plus 2 into x minus 2. Okay, it should not be forgotten because that is the basic identity you have studied from your 8th standard. Okay, so after simplifying, if you check, is this here x square as well as here x square? Okay, that means this 2, it will be cancelled. Okay, so my x square terms got cancelled and I got just x plus 12 equal to 0. So is it an equation of degree 2? No, it is not. It is a linear equation. And hence what we can say is this is not a quadratic equation. Okay, that is what I was saying, that before itself when you check, here you may think it is x square, so it will be quadratic. It should not be decided first itself. Simplify it and then you can understand. Okay, so this is not a quadratic equation. Now next we are going to see solving of your quadratic equation. That means we are going to find the solution of quadratic equation. Now to find the solution of quadratic equation, that means what? We know that a general equation of quadratic equation, it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, in order to find the solution of a given quadratic equation, what we need to do is we need to find the value of x, so that whenever I will substitute the value of x in the given equation, it satisfies the equation. Satisfies the equation, it means your left hand side, it becomes equal to right hand side. Is that clear? So solving quadratic equation, that means finding the solution. Finding the solution, that means you are finding the value of x, okay, which will satisfy that given equation. The first method that we are going to do, it is factorization method, which you have already studied in 9th standard, but still the questions will be some more, it will be some more advanced, we can say, okay, for factorization method. Okay, so before that we will see what is the root of the given quadratic equation. So I can say that a real number alpha, this is called alpha, a Greek word, a Greek letter, sorry. A real number alpha is called a root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 if a alpha square plus b alpha plus c, it is equal to 0. That means what? Instead of x, just we have substituted the value of x as alpha, and it should satisfy that given equation. That means my left hand side and right hand side should be the same. Okay. Now, zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c and the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are the same. Because in order to find the zeros of quadratic polynomial, what we always do is, after factorizing it, we just equate that to 0 and then we find the value of x. The same thing is done in case of equation. Here, already you will be given that equal to sign. Okay, you have to factorize and you need to find the value of x. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so the first question, it is find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization method. Okay, first I have taken the simplest one so that we can brush up. Okay, so the first is 2x square minus 5x plus 3. Yes, usually what we do here, we just compare the given equation with general form of your quadratic equation. Okay, the general form it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And then find the values of a, b and c. We all know that by using factorization method, what are the steps to be followed? We have to find the product. Product is always what? A into c. So here the product is 6 and the sum is b. B is nothing but the coefficient of x. So b here it is minus 5. That means sum should be minus 5 and product is 6. So the numbers which will satisfy both are what? Is 2 into 3 is 6. That is correct. 2 plus 3 is what? Positive 5. Okay, but we need there minus 5. That means, should I have it as minus 2 and minus 3? Yes. Because minus 2 into minus 3 is positive 6. Minus 2 minus 3 it is what? Minus 5. Okay. But here I cannot write direct factors as x minus 2 and x minus 5. Why? Because my coefficient of x square is other than 1. That means I have to split the middle term. Okay. So instead of minus 5x, I can write it as minus 2x minus 3x plus 3. Okay. And then just rearrange it. That means I am going to take this 2 in one bracket and then the other two terms in the other bracket. Okay. Always remember, whenever you take minus sign outside the bracket, change the sign inside the bracket. Okay. So here you will be getting it as 2x into bracket x minus 1, and then from this 2 I have taken minus 3 as a common factor. So minus 3 into x minus 1. Okay, that is equal to 0. If you observe here x minus 1, here x minus 1. So that I can take it as common and you will get the factors as 2x minus 3 into x minus 1, it is equal to 0. So in order to find the factors, in order to find the roots, just this product will be 0. That means what? Either this is 0 or this factor is 0. So just equate it to 0 and find the value of x. So x you will get it as 3 by 2 or x equal to 1. And hence we can see x equal to 3 by 2 or x equal to 1, they are the roots of, or they are the zeros of the given equation. Okay. Now that was the easiest one. So the second question, again we are going to factorize it. Question is 3x square minus 2 into root 2 root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. First step is the same. compare it with the standard equation or that general equation, find the values of A, B, C, check what is your sum and what is your product. Okay. So when I compare, I'll get product as 6 and sum should be minus 2 root 6. Okay. Now see here, my sum should be, I have a factor, the root 6. Okay. That means it should be clicked in your mind that my product also should have somewhere root 6. Okay. Only then I will get that root 6. Now here, product is 6. How can I write 6 as using root 6? Is it here root 6 into root 6, it is equal to 6? Yes. And root 6 plus root 6 is what? 2 root 6. But we need it as minus 2 root 6. So should I give the sign minus root 6 and minus root 6? Yes. Okay, hope this is clear to you. So instead of this, we can write it as minus root 6x minus root 6x. Okay, now I'll be taking these two terms together. Okay, now here it is 3x square minus root 6x. Now as usual, you will be just taking that x outside. Okay, if you take x outside, you will get it as 3x minus, it will be what? It will be root 6. Then if I take here minus 1 outside, it becomes root 6x plus 2. But do I get any common factor here? No, I won't get. So check whether can I simplify it further? Yes, you can. How you can, just see? Can I write 3 as root 3 into root 3? Yes. Root 6 as root 2 into root 3. Okay. Similarly, root 6 I have simplified here. 2 I have simplified as root 2 into root 2. This I have shown simplified method since that was the first question. Hence onward, you can do it in your mind and then directly you can write this step itself. Okay. This step, it's not compulsory to write. You can simply write down this, the next step. Okay. So now from this, I can take root 3 outside and x outside. So root 3x inside the bracket, it is root 3 into x minus root 2. Okay. Now here, again I can take here root 2 outside and you will get it as root 3x minus root 2. So now whether the two factors are the same? Yes. And hence I'll be getting it as root 3x minus root 2 and root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. If you observe, both the factors are the same. That means when I equate, it is sufficient to equate only one bracket. Okay. So I'll get the value of x as root 2 by root 3. That is nothing but root of 2 by 3. Since it is a quadratic equation, how many zeros or how many roots will it have? It will be having 2 roots. And in this case, it will be repeated roots. Okay, the same roots. So I'll be writing it as root 2 by 3 and root 2 by 3 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Is that clear? Okay. Next one. Next is 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3 equal to 0. Again the same. Find your sum and what is the product. So I have got the product as AC. AC, it is 4 root 3 into minus 2 root 3. So 4 minus 2, it is minus 8. And root 3 into root 3, it is 3. So minus 8 into 3, you will be getting it as minus 24. So product is minus 24 and sum, it is 5. Yes, can you guess which will be the factors? Product is minus 24 and sum is 5. Yes, what it will be here? 8 and minus 3. Okay. So I'll be writing instead of 5x as 8x minus 3x, the rest as it is. Rearrange it and take the common thing. You'll be getting 4x into root 3x plus 2. From here I can take minus root 3 outside. Since 3 is here, I can write 3 as root 3 into root 3. So from that I have taken 1 root 3 outside. Okay. So the remaining 1 root 3, it will be here inside the bracket. So we'll be having root 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So we'll be getting it as root 3x plus 2 into 4x minus root 3 is equal to 0. Okay. And the value of x you'll be getting as minus 2 by root 3 or root 3 by 4. And hence these are the roots of given quadratic equation. Hope the first type by using your factorization, is it clear? Now we are going to see with the word problems, okay, in the next video.